35 Glossary of Forest Genetics and Tree Improvement. Allopatric. Separated populations. Anemopelos. Pollinated by wind-borne pollen. Callus. An organized tissue often initiating at the acute end of a cutting or explant cell line. A culture that arise from an individual explant chimera, an organism composed of genetically different tissues occurring adjacent to each other. Chronogenes, genes that are active in a specific sequence. Culture medium, nutritive medium for the growth of tissue cultures. Dioecious, a key species having a female and male sex organs on different plants. DNA transformation, the uptake and expressions of foreign DNA in a thriving cells, dysgenic, causing reductions of desirable genetic qualities in plateaural or productions populations. Elliot, Elytri, a true virilide as superior or desirable for traits of interest by appropriate testing. Uh, Epigenetic interactions among developmental processes above the level of primary gene. Uh, Euclidean distance, a straight line distance between the end points of two vectors, etc. Away from the natural habitat, explant, an organ or tissue that exists from donor plant that is used to initiate an in vitro culture. Extirpation, local extinction or loss of some but not all populations of species. Fecundity, fecundity, a measure of reproductive productivity relative to other individuals in a populations. Fitness, uh, a measure of relative reproductive sex is the only trait selected by natural selections. Uh, Foundation stock, the ultimate source of material for a clone, fulsive progeny, the offspring resulting from a cross of two known parents in situ, on site within the natural habitat, in vitro, in aseptic culture under laboratory conditions, in vivo, grown in natural conditions, parentry, a tree selected for treats for interest based on progeny or clonal testing. Pedigree, a record of often includes performance of the parents and other relatives. Ribosome, the small organelle that is the site of protein synthesis. Scion, a plant part, often a twig that is grafted onto the root bearing part of another plant. Seed source, the geographic source of a seed. Seedlot, seedlot, quantity of seeds, a quantity of seeds from the same species sourced, quality and year of collection. Tissue culture, a general term of aseptic cell, tissue, organ, and protoplast culture. Top working, uh, grafting of science on the of trees in the hope of inducing flowering by the science. Transgenic, plant containing DNA inserted by method of genetic engineer, engineering variants. Statistical measure of the differences between individuals in a tested of populations. Vector, a carrier of a disease, or for genetic engineering of foreign DNA. Vegetative material. Plant material produced asexually, such as cuttings. That's all. Thank you.